Oh hi, thanks for watching my video. So I thought today we would do another experiment. I haven't done an experiment like this for quite some time now. Today we're testing out the Sims autonomy to find out whether love can naturally blossom between two Sims without my influence. So I've got two Sims here, Damien and Angelina. They live in this cute little doll's house. Been a while since I did a doll's house build, but I just thought, it's pretty convenient in terms of keeping an eye on everybody. They're already best friends. As you can see, their friendship bar is at a maximum. And I guess you could say the point of this experiment is to see if love can happen organically using the game's features. So the two main features I'm going to be using for this video is emotion and autonomy. So we're going to watch them for 24 sim hours. I'm going to make sure, got my autonomy on full, perfect. Now I feel like them just being friends with autonomy in full would leave it fairly predictable, but I do also want to see how much the emotion impacts their behaviour. And because this is an experiment revolving around love and blossoming romance, I'm going to put them both in a state of flirtiness throughout the experiment. So we're going to be watching them for 24 sim hours. So that will take us to about 7 AM on Tuesday. Because I want to see if both of them being in a flirty mood and having such a high relationship, whether that encourages them to start building a romantic relationship. There are ways in-game that I could put them in a flirty mood, like with aura-enabling artwork or with potions, but for the sake of convenience, I'm going to use MC Command Center to put them in a solid emotional state. Okay, so they're both very flirty. It'll be interesting to see how they talk to each other. The last time I did a doll's house experiment was with two Sims that were complete enemies. Although bearing in mind that was before we had things like dynamics or conversation topics that they like and compatibility. It was a bit disappointing as an experiment because my Sims just completely ignored each other. They didn't do anything. They just kind of pretended the other one didn't exist. But these two, in fact, they should even have good compatibility. Yeah, amazing compatibility. So I suppose this is testing the compatibility feature as well. I mean, they're already having a conversation that sounds to me a little bit saucy. My plan is to see how their relationship naturally progresses, so I'm not going to be autonomously doing anything for them. I'm not going to click on the social wheel or anything. I am going to end the welcome wagon, though, because that can fuck off, ruining my experiment. It already looks like things are getting a bit seductive. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, this experiment is mainly observation because I want to see how my Sims naturally behave. I always enjoy doing observational experiments because it helps me see how much the game has changed over the years. If this were The Sims 3 with full autonomy and story progression, my Sims would not be thinking twice about getting knocked up, getting engaged, quitting their jobs, getting new jobs. The Sims 4 is a little bit more lacking. The Sims in The Sims 4 need a bit more micromanagement, so I always enjoy putting it to the test every now and again. I mean, we're already a few hours in, getting on for 4 hours out of 24. Nothing has changed in terms of their relationship. I know that Sims in The Sims 4, for some reason, will not have a first kiss without your input. At least I've never seen them do that anyway. But I'm hoping that with them both being so close, with such good compatibility and being flirty, I'm hoping they will build up a romantic relationship, surely. If they don't, I feel like this would really say a lot about how shallow the Sims are in this game. I mean, so far they've been kind of boring. They've just been standing in that one spot talking to each other. I'm hoping they don't just do that until their needs deplete. I would like it if the story progression in The Sims 4 did enable them to have autonomous first kisses and autonomous first woohoo, though. Kind of a shame that they won't woohoo or kiss without me telling them to first. Guys, come on, this is full autonomy. Why are you just standing there? How long have they been standing in the same spot for now? About 2 hours? Do we have a new sentiment? Oh, just deeply connected. Okay, that's just the default sentiment for having good friends, best friends. I might change the station to romantic. I mean, they're already self-absorbed. No, he's not self-absorbed. They're already very flirty, so who knows? Maybe some sexy music might get them in the mood. Oh, that's right, they both really like romantic music. Oh, I think they gained another sentiment. You're so fun to be around. I really enjoy spending time with you, and I hope you feel the same about me too. Still quite a strictly friends sentiment though. Closer from happy memories. Remember those good times? The good times where we spent 4 hours just standing still and talking to each other? It's so difficult to resist the urge to get them to do something rather than just standing there. But if I did, that would kind of go completely against the point of this experiment. But it's just suddenly dawned on me that what am I going to do if they actually spend 24 hours literally just standing there doing nothing? I mean, it wouldn't make for very entertaining viewing, but I suppose it would make my point, wouldn't it? Oh, we've got some movement, They've gone into the kitchen together. She's sitting down, so I wonder if she's expecting him to cook for both of them. Is this dinner for one, or has the romantic music inspired you to cook dinner for your lady friend? No, not inspiring at all, just dinner for one. Alright, well, if you're hungry, Angelina, you're just going to have to sort yourself out. Although Damien hasn't eaten his food, so that might be up for grabs. If you're quick enough, you might be able to steal his cooking. She did have it queued up to eat his macaroni cheese, so she was eyeing it up as soon as he made it. I suppose one main thing, I was just thinking, this has about as much action as the last Doll's House experiment had. Although, I will say, they have not stopped talking. They have been chatting this entire time non-stop. To the point where I might even think them being best friends is stopping them from even trying to fill their needs because they just keep talking and talking. Or maybe it's just Angelina because she doesn't seem to have any inclination to fill her needs. Oh, wait, I think we're going to the bathroom now. Yeah, someone's ventured upstairs. This is like Big Brother, only nothing's happening. We're getting close to the halfway point as well. 7 p.m. is going to be 12 hours. In 12 hours we have stood still, one of them made mac and cheese, one of them took a shit. In 12 hours. Although I think Angelina's going to start cooking now. What are we making, Angelina? Mac and cheese. So creative. Where on earth did you get the inspiration to make that dish? I don't want to call it too soon because we're only just at the halfway point, but I do feel like their lack of any kind of romantic interactions up until this point has led me to think it's probably never going to happen because realistically they'll probably take a couple of hours downstairs before they go to bed. I don't know, it could be the time. Damien's come to join Angelina. Maybe they'll have a sexy conversation. Oh, she does have a happy mood buff from her deep connection. I mean, in theory, these two are perfect for each other. They're already best friends. They've got amazing compatibility. They like the same things. They're both in a flirty mood. I think I was expecting some kind of flirtation. Like, I wasn't expecting them to actually do much because I haven't given them much in terms of entertainment. Like, I've given them everything they need for their needs. The only entertainment they have is the stereo. But that was very much a deliberate decision because if I had given them like an easel or guitar or a TV, they would just spend all of their time doing one activity. Because Sims 4 Sims don't understand moderation. Oh, she does have an adoring sentiment now. Not quite romantic, but Damien has no other sentiments about Angelina though. I think she's more into it than he is. Oh no. I think Angelina's going to bed. This might become the end of the experiment now. Oh, I like your pyjamas. Wearing sunglasses to bed as well. Fabulous. Well, Damien, it's just you and me. Oh, is he going to sleep in the same bed? It technically shouldn't be a problem because they're besties. And it's not weird to sleep in a bed with your bestie, but I don't know, he might turn away. Oh, he doesn't seem to mind. Okay, well, I mean, that's something. They're sleeping in the same bed. But I think we might have our answer. That Sims 4 story progression, well, probably more so autonomy, doesn't really do shit. And also, the fact that they've both been in a flirty mood has really not made any impact whatsoever. So emotions, again, don't really play that much of a role in terms of gameplay. Are you going downstairs to dance? Okay. I'm curious to know, though, if you're watching, because I feel like this is probably one of the more boring videos, but I would like to know, do you think there's anything more I could have done to help love blossom organically? Or do you think there's just no point in trying to depend on The Sims 4 autonomy in any way, shape or form? Damien woke up flirty, still flirty, getting a glimpse of Angelina's ass as she's making breakfast, probably for just herself. Oh, I see you got a little bit of stubble going on there, Damien. Suits you. Oh, now Damien's dancing. Could you imagine if I gave them a stereo and a TV? If I gave them loads of activities, I would be surprised if they even spoke to each other. On that note, though, I think this experiment is coming towards the end. I'm actually thinking I might just take a break from doing experiments, like observational experiments like this for a while, because I just find, even though it's been ages since I last did one, I always find myself feeling disappointed. I know that the whole point of The Sims is to use your imagination and create your own storylines. That's what I do most of the time. I still think The Sims 4 is a good game, especially good if you want to play out a storyline or a scenario that you already have come up with in your head. But in terms of just the bread and butter of the game, like the autonomous behavior of Sims, it is just a bit disappointing. Probably wouldn't be the case if it weren't for The Sims 2 and The Sims 3 being a lot better in terms of organic gameplay, just how Sims naturally behave. But there we go. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. You know I love it when you do that. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.